Three. And it's Ken Kreitzer for Cam Vets Media with the Army-Navy Media Day. I have a chance to talk to the Navy quarterback who's having a great season. That is Blake Horvath. And Blake, good to see you. Tell us a little bit about your season. A lot of successes. You won your last two games. What have been some of the highlights of your season?
I think some of the highlights of this year have just been, we faced a lot of adversity in games, and we've been able to battle through it and come out on top, whether that be Tulsa or Temple or Air Force in those games. And then we beat some really good teams too, like USF and Memphis. And so I think we've really grown this year. Had a lot of young guys contribute, and I think we're one of the top 5 teams in the country with new players starting their first games ever. And so I think a lot of guys have gotten experience, and they've been able to really contribute.
Very good. Tell us a little bit about, you've played against Army twice now, 2 games?
I've only played one.
One game last year, and that was a win over Army. What was that game like for you? What did it take to succeed and win that game?
I think what it takes is just not making the moment too big, and you can't let it sort of get a hold of you. You just got to maximize yourself and do what you've done the entire season. It's a big game, but if you try and be bigger than yourself, you're going to fail. And this game is more often lost than it is won. I know that sometimes it makes sense, but it's usually the mistakes that mean more than the big plays. And so being able to overcome those in this game and being able to play a clean football game is really what leads to success.
Absolutely. Certainly key in college football is avoiding mistakes. Tell us a little about where are you from? Why did you pick the Naval Academy?
From Columbus, Ohio. I do not come from a background of service. My parents were not in the military. My grandfathers were, but that was a long time ago when they were just coming out of college and in ROTC and that stuff. And so I didn't know what the academy was really for. I came here because the institution was great and because they played high-level football, but I didn't really know much about the service in the back end. And since I've been here, I think just my passion for service and all that has really grown because the people you meet, they just inspire you so much. It's just like, wow, like everything that officer or person has done in their life has inspired me, and I want to be like them. And you grow to have so much pride for your service and what you're going to do for this country. And so I think I've grown a lot in that aspect.
Now, what do you study at the Naval Academy?
I study operations research, sort of math and coding mix.
Very good, very good. How do you manage the military drill that you do, that level of academics, and being the quarterback of the team?
It's a lot, it definitely is, but you got to be able to compartmentalize, right? You got to have different parts of your life and being able to not let them affect one another, right? How I am as a football player does not affect, how I am as a student or how I am as a person within the brigade, right? You still got to be a good person. You still got to try as best as you can in all academic aspects. And then on the other side, if something doesn't go right in those 2 aspects, you can't let it affect football. And so being able to compartmentalize and really, manage those has been difficult, but you got to lean on other people, and they've helped out great.
Well, you're doing a tremendous amount, and you're doing it very well. Tell us a little bit about your future after graduation. Are you going Navy or Marine Corps?
I'll be a Navy pilot. Just found out our service time 2 weeks ago, so I'll be a Navy pilot.
That's great, Dan. Okay, Dan, do you want to be a fighter plane pilot or a transport pilot? What kind of pilot do you want to be?
No idea. I just want to, fly the first one in Pensacola, so excited for that.
That's great. What's the highlight of your career at the Naval Academy so far?
I think winning the Army-Navy game last year would be up there for sure. Just sharing that experience with the whole school and the whole fan base and all the alumni. Just really special to really feel like we had represented the school well in that moment.
Blake Horvath, Class of 26, U.S. Naval Academy, a quarterback and a future pilot in the U.S. Navy. Great to meet you, and best wishes on your future service.
Thank you so much, sir.
Good to see you. It's Ken Kreitzer for Cam Vets Media.